Hi guys, welcome back to another Solana Gaming updates, alpha, that kind of video. It's the end of the week. Another great week at STEPN. Really, really good. We gave away 8 NFTs in the live quizzes. What was the day? Was it Wednesday, I believe, might have been the one where we only gave away 2, but 8 more NFTs. Super awesome. We did manage to give away as well with the Jogging with Barndog events. That was another NFT, 200 GST amongst the community that join us on Discord mostly. So it's 2 days on Grape Protocol, 2 days on STEPN, and 1 day at as a live Twitter space. But it's a great way to come in, have a chat, have a laugh, find out about the game, find out about other Solana games that I might know about or be a part of, or that we have at Grape. We do AMAs with, Twitter spaces with. Just generally get in there and have a good yarn. Obviously, at the moment, it's people joining in whilst I'm jogging. I'm up to between 9 and 10 kilometers a day in the morning and doing about another 3.5 in the afternoon. So closing 90 to 100 kilometers a week. The Remnants joining us Solana Gaming Saturday. These guys are pretty cool. Like, it's been interesting talking to them from the beginning. When they launched, they had their minigame. Their NFTs at the moment are around 9 Solana to get a Remnant. So they are pricing high at the moment. So tune in, find out. We've got prizes as always on Solana Gaming Saturdays. Ramon Online is going to be our next Solana Gaming Saturdays guest the following week. And you just can't not love what our designers do. They put out some real great designs for us. It makes me look pretty. So yeah, Ramon Online, we're going to have a few whitelists to be able to give out for this mint, and I am looking forward to it. Another show that we're starting because we're not doing enough. I actually don't think we're doing enough at Grape with the work I do, right? So I've gone full time in this space of crypto, of gaming, Solana gaming. We all know I'm balls deep in it. I fucking love it, right? STEPN really made that help. That's where I earn my full-time wage. Obviously, I do 10 events a week, and I think and talk about the game a whole lot, right? But there are a lot of other games that are building on Solana, and I want to build some great relationships, some great relationships with them, right? So once a week, we're going to be bringing in 3 teams at half an hour per guest, in an order. So I'm going to tweet that out. Obviously, it's full Grapes proposals, or it'll get tweeted out and watch this space kind of thing. But 30 minutes each. Now, we're going to have them in order, so then that way the teams don't have to hang around for an hour and a half. That maybe they might want to sit in, but it's going to be with screen share and live to my YouTube. So when you bring in screen share onto your Discord, it limits the channel down to 25 people. So what I'm going to try and do is make that a class, B class member thing for Grape. Now, people might say that's limiting it down, but no, we're going to have it live to YouTube at the same time, and I'm going to stream and have a look at the questions on that. So there's several reasons being is I want what I'm doing at Grape to be a lot more than just bringing teams in for one AMA, then kicking them to the curb and letting them going out and building a project. So John from Gamerplex has been on heaps. 4 or 5 times I've had John, and as an Aussie that's very positive in Solana, he's been to a lot of live events in Australia. Went to the Singapore live event as well recently. Metagates we've had on a whole lot since Christmas, and they'll be joining me. And Para from the team is also going to help and just maybe ask a couple of developer questions for the other projects. So it's interesting to have that. And then Eyes Per Chain are doing something cool. I've got a video to bring out for that, for the NFTs that we've got at Grape. We've got an extra few NFTs to come into the Grape Solana Gaming wallet, the vault, and stuff that I'm trying to do and work towards. So what I would love to do is have some kind of sponsorship systems, and have it where maybe we can get some of these games to donate us prizes at Grape, and then we sponsor people to play those games and to build out communities around those games, right? Not based on us making a shitload of money as a guild. Like I want to make it a little bit more than that. So it's a way that we can get some of these guests on maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 months, but give also a US friendly time zone. That's where it's super important as well. So 0100 UTC, it'll go for half an hour per game. And this week we've got Metagates, Gamerplex, and Eyes Per Chain. I believe Metagates is going to be on first. Gamerplex is coming on second, and Eyes Per Chain will be on in the last position. So half an hour each. Some projects will stream camera, some will do screen share and show us their developer builds and stuff, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. So gameplay, all that kind of stuff will be amazing to see. What did we have in videos this week from the old dog? Shade, yes, Shade video design contest. Now, we did the competition with Shade. We actually got a combined 400 whitelist for our community at Grape. That was pretty amazing. Everall from the team of Shade is an amazing dude to talk to. He was crook. He actually had corona for the week before he came on stage with us. And we did a video contest, and Sam, one of our videographers, won it. That was a free NFT, a free whitelist, and 3,600 Grape. The prize combined was 3 lots of 3,600 Grape. Everybody got whitelist for the first 25 people that entered, and we have 12 entries. And it's actually live gameplay from that and to design a 30-second video. So that was a chance for people with a verified wallet to be able to do that. So verified wallet meaning no cost of Grape. It was a way to be able to get a B-class membership at Grape, which is pretty important. It gets you into a whole lot of events and things like that. Let's have a quick look at some of the coin moves. Bitcoin at 41, just under 41k. So that had a bit of a dive this week, which was disappointing. Solana's kind of followed it. You see that. Audius had a funny one. They had a pretty cool announcement. I'll go into that later. Star Atlas. I mean, it's all kind of followed it, isn't it? What's Aurora's dive down pretty heavy? What's green? Shill Token was green. Media Network was green. I think they had a good announcement this week as well. Media, I didn't put it on my videos, but I remember seeing something from them. GST's a funny one, right? Obviously, I work with STEPN a lot. I do a lot of live events and stuff, and some of those are just basically me running around and answering people's questions about the game. But we had a double energy thing finish up last Saturday, and the coin just kept going up, right? You know, it hit 265, come down a bit, and it's sitting at around 265 at the moment. But the 728,000 market cap, 24-hour trading volume, 800k. So it was super interesting. Even though Bitcoin's diving and Solana's diving, they've managed to keep the price up, right? Anything else stay in the green? Space Falcon, 4 cents. That listed at 2 cents on Radium. Shill Zine, Mr. Vincent, he does awesome online Zine. This is something new for me. And issue 39. I always call them editions because I think like as a paper edition, you know, as a thing. But issue 39. I had a flick through this, of course, today. He's got some awesome stuff in here, right? And these are definitely things you should have a look at. Let's have a look at this one from Gyrus. Now, I had these guys on a Twitter event last week. It was an AMA, and I think they're building out something pretty awesome. Now, these guys plan on being, they've called it the People's Marvel. So they're going to be a production studio. You know, they're going to be building a new E5. They're going to do a movie series. Lots of movies are based around their world and their lore. They've got a shitload of stuff built already, storylines. They did some announcements this week. They had some screenplay, I think, for some of it. So it's super awesome. You can see artwork on the next page, one of their characters. And talking to the Prophet, which is Adam, and even I had a fair bit of a chat to one of their media reps, Diggy. They're awesome dudes. Australian team building out, big in the Monkey DAO, and I think down in Wollongong, so Sydney way. Hopefully some chance we get to catch up and have a beer. That'd be awesome. But this was really cool to see as well. So this is another initiative at Grape that's starting out, is a writing contest based around the DFA initiative. So for people not familiar with the DFA initiative, that is the mobile phones. Grape donated $6,000 to DFA, and we organised that they got 5 mobile phones. That was the first part of the process, to get 5 mobile phones, and then we would get a Solana game to donate NFTs. And I thought at the very start of organising this that it would be a very simple process, and you know, we'd find games to be able to play on mobiles. But STEPN came to the plate, and was open beta from December. It just went hand in hand with DFA Academy. So they are a football organisation. They teach these kids in Nigeria how to play. He teaches them English. They do a lot of learnings, but you can see a whole heap of videos on his socials. You can see if you go to my Twitter, my Barndog Twitter, you'll see I just retweeted something on there if you need to find his way. But DFA Academy, super awesome to be a part of Grape and STEPN and actually be able to help make that process. They've got up to 30 boys in the team, and they've now got 5 mobile phones. They've got 6 NFTs donated from STEPN, and they actually did breed their first pair of sneakers. And now that means that they got double earnings on that first account, right? So they are making absolutely huge money available now. So we've not just donated them money, we've donated them a way to fund and to make more money and grow both their mobile phones or their sneakers or both. So I obviously chat with DFA a fair bit, and he's a super cool dude and does a lot of hard work for his team of boys. Honey Finance was a good read. So we know something called P Honey comes out, and there was things like stylish studs. You could the third time you could stake your stylish studs. You could stake your fine fillies. I don't know whether you could stake your studs, but you could stake those and earn this. That's what first put it on my radar. But this is a system, I don't really know the full benefits of what it's going to bring. But the whole idea was you could stake NFTs, and then reading this article does tell you a little bit, like the coins that are coming out are going to be towards governance of their project. But you're going to start finding a whole lot of things coming out in gaming and NFT projects coming out to give your NFT some kind of utility. There was something else in here from Mr. Vincent. Oh, I probably should have put out an alert there. There are some adult graphics. So, this magazine is not for children. The online Zine. There was something else. There's just some cool graphics, some cool 101s. He does such a great job. Twice a week, the Zine. What do we got here? This came out today. I read this. Bridgesplit partners with Holoplex to launch Bid Split. So what that is you can get some mates together. You can both pull your Solana and then bid on something. And it talks about how they bid on towards get a flag monkey. I didn't even know what a flag monkey was, right? But apparently they're 14.5 Solana. So yeah, we're going to start seeing more and more things like this, right? Because some of these pictures, some of these JPEGs are going to be worth a shitload of money. I mean, obviously some of them already are. You've got the Monk DAO, they're 200 Solana. So DeFi Land, the seed is down to 2.29 now. I think these will go down if you're holding any more. Like not financial advice, but it might be time to sell out. They hit about 3.6 Solana. Obviously, the seeding event has started. I'll get into that. This is the article for the seeding event. So there was one small gripe I had with this was it didn't list that you could actually now plant up to 10 seeds in your DeFi land. Now, I didn't do a video on it because I didn't think they needed a video. I've talked about a whole lot on my videos, but it didn't actually say you could put 10 seeds into your game, and there's achievements linked to that. So I had a little bit of FOMO on the on that, but the watering event has absolutely started. They did super well with the launch for it. I think it's one of the most fun planned events for NFTs that I've seen. It was just disappointing to see because the whitelist, if you were whitelisted in the top 1,000, you got an automatic whitelist. And I had 2 accounts because as soon as I saw that, I thought, shit, I'll play a second one. And I didn't buy all of my seeds, right? So I thought, well, you can only put 1 per account. So I did that and I didn't learn until later. So I needed to make my mind up on that. But you can see now I load mine up every single day. There's now 5 farms in it. The graphics do change in this quite a fair bit, right? Things get updated. The harvesters have been updated for a while, but I love the addition of the extra farms, the 5 farms. Still got the same sort of feel to it, but here is your seed. So this has started, right? You can see here, seed, DFL watered, time left. It's got great timers. Plant some seeds. Time left 23:59 watered days DFL spent. So I wonder why that time left is 23:59. I can't water it because I water mine. I wake up at 7:30 in the morning. I actually wake up at 7 a.m., get myself a coffee and come to my computer. So I've started that. But you now need to think every 24 hours. So I get a sleep-in day usually on Sundays. That's my sleep-in day. But then that's going to time that. If I have a sleep-in, I've got to be aware of how that affects my actual seed for the month, right? So that's probably going to mean a month of maybe not sleeping in. Or I start my live jogging events at 8:30 a.m. So I need to be out of my house before, 20 past 8. So I need to make sure if I go to 8 a.m. that doesn't interfere with my daily events and stuff. But you basically water. Some of these transactions are failing. I'm finding the transactions fail more on a... what do I use on mine? I use my Soulflare, right? So I'm finding the transactions seem to fail more on Soulflare than Phantom, because I've got a Phantom as well. But in effect, it is a really cool launch. You go in there, you do it, but we can come in, and also they've got the new monthly challenge up, and that is watering, right? Prize 2BA. I'm in the old monks. We'll see how we go. My contribution, 450. So you get contribution just from doing your daily seeds, right? So obviously people that have more than one seed are going to do a little bit better in that and maybe benefit more towards the end. The old dog still sitting in there. What was I looking at? Achievements. So I got a little bit of FOMO from the achievements, and I had to make my decision up because I'd bought my DFL seeds. I'd bought my DFL token, and I was ready to go, right? So there was plant 3 seeds. That really could have been a one of one. But water your seeds. Hadn't noticed that invite for. I'll put my invites down below. Come on, give the old dog a throw the old dog a bone. But DeFi Land, I'm really keen to see what these guys do with their NFTs, right? They've linked another picture today of the guns for the game, the Shoot 'em Birds game, I believe. So I didn't even know that this was going to be something, right? But there's going to be that might make it easier. You might get more holding bullets. There is a really cool amount, right? And of course, 1 million DFL burned in just 28 hours. So all of the DFL that waters the plants is getting burnt. It is reducing the cap. It is reducing the total number of DFL, therefore driving up the value. Really, really cool event, right? Roguestar white paper, talked about this the other day. I played a bit of Roguestar, went and downloaded. Talk about it. When you're downloading games, be very aware where you're downloading them from. If you do it on a machine that's got your crypto, you are taking a risk. Make sure you go and put it on a second computer, right? So be careful with that. But Roguestar, I'm very excited about what they're doing. I don't think I had it linked. Let's go here. They are doing a really cool whitelist, which is based around them getting some 1960s and 70s postcards. And, some of these, this is going to be a collectible event, right? I'm a collector at heart. This is going to be an event where you're going to want to go and collect all of these NFTs if you are a collector style, right? Anybody's did one. They're doing it with some of their partners. They've got some cool shit, right? And that was a really unique way to see it. STEPN, 15,000 daily users, right? So this has gone up in 2 weeks. It's tripled the daily usage. And I know there's over 50,000 on Discord at the moment. We're getting AMAs, weekly AMAs with over 500 people on stage. So it was 518 last week, up from 468 the week before. Big alpha coming out this week. So we look forward to seeing what that is tomorrow night. But new styles, who knows? There's so much that's going to change, that can change in the game. They want to have 100,000 daily users by the end of March. So yeah, go and look at that. Monkey League. Now, they were called Monkey Ball, but that actually had to rename because, who was it? Sega? Sega revealed they've got a Japanese game called some Monkey Ball thing or something, Monkey Ball. So it's really interesting seeing that. The team just changed. Now, I've not gone deep in my research of Monkey Ball / now Monkey League, because when they came to Solana, the first thing they did was talk about an IDO. You don't enter a new blockchain system. You don't come in and launch a coin straight away, right? That's my opinion. But they've got a competition coming up recently, or they've got some gameplay testing with 16 players or something. This is going to be a 4v4 soccer, so football game. So maybe it's got more legitimacy to it than I first believed. I just wasn't happy with their white paper when they first come out, and I definitely wasn't happy with the first thing they were doing was coming out to launch an IDO, because at the time of tokenomics, at the time of game coins, they were going absolutely ballistic. So to me, it just looked like they were cashing in on that. NFT Sydney, I don't actually know. If anybody knows, is this happening in April in Australia? Please let me know, because I will absolutely go down to it. Now, Lux. What have we got here? I've bought some Oculus. I am super keen to see how it all works, and I've downloaded the how to install links and all of that. I only got these literally this afternoon, so I haven't even taken off the lens covers, but I'll get into them. Metagates, we talk about these guys a fair bit. We will see them in Tuesday at the Grape Gaming Day. Portals announced the access cards, a little bit more information about these. So I believe there's going to be 50,000 access cards, and the citizen cards, small proposed personal space, display NFTs, invite up to 3 friends in your space, voice chat. Grants you a pod, your cozy space in the metaverse. So that was really cool to see that. I liked, because obviously there's 5,000 NFTs on the first one. And if you don't own one, they're pretty expensive. They've gone down to 74 Solana or something like that at the moment. But that's cool. They've got massive updates. You know, they had the one with Good Charlotte, the AMA with Good Charlotte last week. Joe Madden, is it? Joel Madden. And they had the big one that they might have in game discos, nightclubs and things and stuff. Audio. So they had some great little awards launched. If you listed some songs, you could win some audio. If you downloaded and installed it, you could win some audio. If you link it up with your Phantom, there was an NFT given away. One of the mates did do it. I love my audio. I listen to it all day through Defi Land. Metaforge. Now, this is one of the games that I just didn't get a chance to put on my research side of things, to do a research, chat to the team. Matt from Metaforge was introduced to me via Eberl from .shade. Seems legit. Fully doxed team, I believe. And they are launching on the 20th. So it's like a what do you call it? Holy shit, the kids play it. The game. Shit. Minecraft. So it's a Minecraft, right? And they're launching in a couple of days. So definitely worthwhile. You've got time to have a look, do a bit of research. The game looks fun. The team look good. But that's a very, very brief look. I just didn't get time at the stage to actually go and get him on stage properly. It is a super busy week. But could be a real potential if you love this kind of thing. So to me, that is a game that to have a look at for launching potentials. Now, this weekend, we've got the Remnants. I talked about that. Now, this was their, how to loot system. So I did actually buy a Remnant around 5 Solana previous to them coming on stage, to actually have them show me on stage how do the Remnants work. And I've started on that via their suggestion. I actually bought some land as well. They didn't tell me to do this. They didn't give them to me. I went and bought them myself. I want to do some research on these games a little bit more. And these guys have got gameplay, right? From the minute you had your Remnant, you could effectively actually go and do loot trips in the earn the in-game coin, and you get some drops for the game. So you can see here my little world, and I'm currently looting the prison because you need to go and get the bolt cutters. So you can see here, bolt cutters, 2% chance. I've done it a few times, and in my bag, all I've earned so far are the broken binoculars. But you can go up here and you can go to, I believe it is the blacksmith. You can put things together and make them into good binoculars. So it actually looks really cool to me. Last one we're going to close off on is going to be the Grape Syndicate. So we've fired up our syndicate, over 500 Solana, 26 people from Grape. It was open to A-class, B-class members only. We put in a variety. I think from memory, it is 7 people at 10 Solana and the rest at 20 Solana. Grape has around 10% of the share. This is really exciting, right? We've done our first breeds. We've still got 4 more to breed and organise. It is a super busy time, the minting process. So keep in mind, if you go to look for things, now you've got Generation 0 within a wallet. You've got the Marvelous Mares. You've still got the Fine Fillies. And you've still got the Stylish Studs. Now, the stylish studs and the fine fillies, after the breeding period is finished, you can't use them anymore. You can't race a stylish stud. That's the PFP. So they will give you a crown drop. Talked about it a lot. And the marvelous mares are going to give you a crown drop, but you can no longer breed with them. So you need to have a think about what your strategy is if you're holding on to those fine fillies. But yeah, it's a huge week. I really love coming in and giving these videos and giving my all. I obviously miss a whole lot of stuff. I'm trying to make sure I'm spreading out my information, but I did slow down on my own research of the last week or two because I'm trying to get out things like this Grape Gaming Day and just, give a few projects more than just the one AMA kick into the curb and get them off. Well, you know what I forgot to show you? Forgot to show you something. Star Audius. He actually did some really cool stuff, and I would love to show you one of them. It's really interesting being in a situation where you're being branded and rebranded, but he's done some really cool things, right? That's one of them. I really love it. Thank you, dude. It is. I'm just so happy to be in this space where I can help others. I can work with some great projects. I can interview some of the bigger brains, like most of these projects and devs that are coming to Grape to talk to us about their games. Most of them are smarter and more intelligent than me, right? I'm just an old dude that's played games my whole life. Find myself in a situation where I can talk to them, ask them some cool questions, genuinely get interested in these games and bring them to you guys. So, yeah, hope I've helped. Thank you, Mother, for the rabbits.